In periods of high unemployment.
Jobs should be reserved for Irish nationals.
Ooh, tricky question there.
Have to be careful with this one.
I don't think I should be the one deciding this.
No, what?
No. No.
I think the job should go to who's most qualified for it.
Anyone who's willing to work and that can do the job should be given the job.
That wouldn't be fair to be reserving jobs according to someone else's nation. And I would think that would work the same way if Irish person would be in Poland.
I agree. I do. It's probably wrong for me to agree with that, but I do agree with it. I think you should look after your own first before looking after people of different nationalities.
Yeah.
So that if we do that, then maybe like what if other countries do that? Like we'd hate that.
Yeah.
So I kind of I disagree.
Just because you're Irish doesn't mean you're better, the best one for the job. I think you should be.
We do have this thing of all the foreigners are taking our jobs.
That's what we did though.
Not exactly. I find it baffling how racist we are as a country when we have been, we might not have been welcomed all over the world, but look, America, Australia, England.
I think it's actually a good thing that there are non-nationals coming over and looking for jobs because it promotes competition. And competition can only increase your skills, I think.
If there were a war, would you be willing to fight for your country? No, because I'd probably be more of a hindrance than a help.
I hate wars.
I just don't think I'd be any use in war. I wouldn't want to shave my head either.
Okay, I wouldn't go to war on foreign soil. I'd go to war on Irish soil.
Oh, that's a good answer.
To defend, yeah.
Yeah.
To defend.
We're a big-hearted nation. So I would, if I had to do it, I'd do it. I wouldn't say I'm a fighter now, but I'd give it a go.
I'd do some clerical things, maybe.
I'd probably be the windiest person ever. I'd be that person hiding behind a tree.
Maybe I'll just make cakes and help out.
I don't think, as hot-headed as I can be, I don't think fighting is going to solve anything. So there's not much point. No.
Yes, I think I'll be willing for fight, but the thing is, I don't know how to fight. But I'll be willing, because you love your country. That's where you're from. You do anything.
I love my country now, but I wouldn't want to die for my country now. I prefer my life.
Well, if there's a line of Irish bankers in front of me at the front lines, if they go first, I'd consider it. Apart from that, nah.
I would hate war. I would not want to be anywhere near.
What is it good for?
Sorry.
Shut up.
Go on.
You're awful. Edit that.
You keep that one. That one's for free.
Living abroad, how does that sound to you?
I'd be gone out of this country ASAP. Maybe one day. I don't think I will, but we'll see. Not a chance. I love it here.
Yes, let's go. Get me out of here.
Living abroad indefinitely, I don't think I would be able to, because I do. I really like Ireland's not that bad after all, in fairness. It's really not. We're not in the worst situation in the world.
Maybe one day. At the moment or in the next couple of years, I don't see it happening, but maybe one day. I don't know how far abroad I'd go or where I want to go, but I do think one day I will live in a different country.
I love Ireland too much. It is my hometown. I do plan on travelling and visiting a few countries, but I think I'd be kind of going for a month and then coming back home. I'm pretty much a home bird. I like being here. I like being around the people that I know and the places that I know.
It's kind of a waste of life, really, not to go out and see all the
very
world.
true. Yeah.
There's nothing to be hopeful for at the moment, and everybody's saying, oh, the country is back on the rise, but it doesn't look like that to those who are still struggling.
I think career-wise, there's only so far you can get in Ireland. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I have the American passport. The economy is getting a little bit better over there. So, maybe. I'd want to be grounded with something solid. I mean, I went over in 2010. I was over there for 2 months. And the only work I got was in a swamp for a week.
The more you travel, the more you learn. And the more you know about other people. And it broadens your horizon. So, it would be nice.
Well, I've already lived abroad in London, and soon I'm going to go live abroad in New Delhi as well. And the girls, obviously, living abroad is great for them because they could easily be gone back to Brazil, but they're still here. So
it was the best experience of my life, for sure.
My parents aren't exactly very well people, my father in particular. I don't want to be in Canada and hear about a horrible fall he's had, so no, I don't want to leave. I like it here.
I don't know. The language barrier is probably a big thing.
Yeah.
Because Irish people, we're awful at learning languages.
Are we?
We are. Sure, what can you speak? English. That's about
I
it.
speak a little bit of Gaelic.
That's about it. But sure, that won't do you any good anywhere else.
I could move to the Gaelic.
You could, but that's not a different country.
It's the same country, yeah.
I suppose I would love to go and see the world, but having a family, it kind of holds you back doing that, so.
I'd say I'd be gone out of this country ASAP. I do love Ireland, but I've never lived anywhere else. I've never had any real kind of different experience. And I'd love the chance to sort of take in and be influenced by a different culture.
Imagine living in Australia. Like, it even sounds like a dream. Or living in America. That's what people done years ago, straight on the boat over to America looking for jobs.
No, I wouldn't live in Australia again though, because Jesus, do you see how pale I am? It was like factor 50 every day.
I don't think I'd be taking all of the animals with me though. I think I'm done with animals. There's too many.
Could you be happy not living in Ireland?
Yes.
Yes, yeah. Thanks for answering for me.
You could.
I could live in another country that's not so far from Ireland.
I would miss it, but I still think making a life for myself in a different country that I'd enjoy. I could be happy. I would be.
One thing I'd probably miss about Ireland would be the crack if I were to leave.
I think I could be happy not living in Ireland, but I couldn't be happy if I couldn't call Ireland home anymore.
I actually now see Ireland as home. So even if I do move, I'll probably still come back to Ireland at some point.
Could you be happy not living in Ireland?
Yeah.
Definitely, I could see myself being happy.
Yeah, I suppose I could. Like, I would miss things about home, like certain like certain foods even, but like family members and friends. But if you're close enough, you'll always keep a good contact with them, and that'll never be a big issue.
My mum doesn't like travelling and doesn't like being away for very long. So if I moved away, she'd probably have a mini heart attack because she wouldn't be close. I think that's the one benefit of having the house so close to her, that she can pop in and comfort tea whenever she wants, and that's what I like. So I probably wouldn't be unhappy living away, but I'd prefer to stay here.